This week has been keeping Transformer Slag podcast busy with all of these brand new drops from Amazon. Past 2 days, we've been talking about the Golden Disc collection, and now we got Chapter 3. Now, I already speculated on my Twitter how this was going to go down, and no surprise, now looking at box dimensions and EAN codes and all kinds of different listings, UPC codes from GameStop, we now know pretty much what the other two are going to be. I took a guess at it, especially with, again, the box dimensions and how it's going to shape up. And lo and behold, here is Chapter 3. I love the history that goes on with this. We knew it was coming, but let's just reiterate it for those that are new to the fandom and don't understand what's going on. So, Transformers Generations War for Cybertron Golden Disc Collection, Chapter 3, Mutant Tigatron. So, this, for people that aren't aware, is an homage to an old Toy Fair 1996 prototype of Tigatron that was shown. Before we got the Tigatron that we knew today, the white Siberian tiger in the show, the toys and everything that went on with it, there was a prototype of him that was shown at Toy Fair which had an orange and blue kind of color scheme, as the fans referred to it as Tony the Tigatron, or Tony the Tyga. And the first time we ever saw this was the old Dave Van Domlin website. He had some photos from Toy Fair and he showed off this orange Tigatron, and it always went into the annals of the fandom of, oh, that was the original color scheme for Tigatron, and that was that. And then years and years later, at one of the BotCons, we actually got to see also the prototype for the box art for that Tigatron, which is the exact same box art that Tigatron ended up getting in the end, with the mutant head being shown instead of the normal robot mode head, but it had a more tiger colored scheme of the orange. So we even got to see that, even it got far as the packaging design too. And that was that. Years and years later, we now have this character being created for some kind of fiction, and I love it. We've never had an official orange version of Tigatron, let alone a fictional explanation, but I love it when they take these prototype colors or these Diaclone or Microman colors or anything from pre-Transformers design history and turn them into brand new characters or interpretations. And here we go. Once again, like all the other Amazon figures, we have the next chapter in this story. So what do we got here? Chapter 3, enter the Mutant Warrior, Mutant Tigatron. In this timeline, the Quantum Surge kills all the Maximals and Predacons except one, Tigatron. The noble, nature-loving Tiger Bot survives, but he is greatly changed. The surge left him severely mutated and altered his personality. He is aggressive, savage, and yearns only for battle. He doesn't remember his allegiance to the Maximals or his love of Earth's natural beauty. But wait! Another bot has survived. One who, once he discovers the mutant Tigatron, seizes the opportunity to form an allegiance with the ferocious warrior. He sets on a plan in motion to travel back in time so he could seize power and rule the Predacons with the ferocious Tigatron as his second in command. And they show once again the control art of a Wheeljack, which we're not going to fall for it the second time around. So what's cool about this is that it plays on the character of Tigatron, who normally is a very pacifist kind of character, nature lover, and mixes also with the Season 2 idea that when everyone got hit with the Quantum Surge, the Season 1 characters got affected and transformed into transmetals, while if you noticed characters like Tigatron, even in the show, they weren't getting affected by it. We even saw Tigatron looking at himself going, why isn't the Quantum Surge affecting me? And it plays up on that, except all the characters got killed instead, except for Tigatron, which is interesting. And now he's the complete opposite of what he was. Now he's extremely aggressive and always fighting, wants to get into battles and stuff. And it uses that pretty cool mutant head design and that Voyager-class Tigatron mold that amazingly up to this point still Hasbro hasn't acknowledged that exists for the Kingdom line. So this is pretty awesome. Again, Voyager price point, and According to, once again, it's going to be pre-ordering as of today. It's going to be on Hasbro Pulse also, probably going to sell out instantly just like yesterday. And it's going to be going for $31.49 for a Voyager. Pretty awesome. I mean, this is a must-have for any Beast Wars collector, because this is kind of like owning some prehistory prototype stuff. Much like the others, planned to release on March 1st, 2022. Wow, everything dropping in one shot. This is crazy, guys. This is absolutely crazy. And as for what that final piece is going to be, well, the mention here is it's going to be someone trying to seize control of the Predacons. And the rumors that I put out, according to my listings that I read online and on my Twitter post, it's probably going to be Pterosaur. Which is probably, again, I could be wrong, and I'd like to be wrong, because then that could give us something new. But an extensive retool of the Air Razor design, possibly with an extra little something, maybe a weaponizer or a core class, something to fill it out, because it has the same box dimensions and price point of what is the Chapter 2 one out the other side with the jackpot and sights. So probably going to get something in that similar vein, some kind of deluxe class, and then some kind of little extra something. And probably going to be that Pterosaur from that Air Razor mold. So pretty hype stuff. I'm very excited about this. This is probably, of the bunch, that like it's hard for me to say. I really love GoBots, so I really love that Chapter 1 thing. Chapter 2, probably the weaker of the bunch. I still appreciate the whole Action Master thing. I know Jaws D pre-ordered this like instantly because it's a Jazz mold, so he got it right away. Chapter 3, this really speaks to me because I love Beast Wars, and any of that pre-prototype Beast Wars stuff, finally getting some official fiction and toy design, sign me up. And Chapter 4, if it is Pterosaur, we'll just see how that turns out and what it comes with, and maybe I'll be even more excited for that one. Maybe a Quantum Surge Pterosaur or something, trying to seize control of the Predacons, as they put it here, and have Tigatron as his second in command. Much like how when Pterosaur took over the Predacons in the show in season 1, he made Rat Trap his second in command. So I think that also kind of even leans more into that more than anything else. But let me know what you think about this. This is super hype stuff. I'm very excited about it. And I get a feeling, Monday we got Chapter 1, Tuesday we got Chapter 2, Wednesday we got Chapter 3. I guess we'll have a Transformer Thursday for once in a while, and then that'll reveal Chapter 4, and we'll know everything that's going on with this Golden Disc collection. Looks like Amazon is making good money from this because it's selling out like crazy. And I heavily suggest, if you're listening to my voice and you're on the fence about this, I mean, I don't want to be the FOMO kind of guy, but if you're going to have a fear of missing out, better to get it now than to wait later and regret it. So anyways, check this out, guys. Super hype. Hopefully we'll have some more information tomorrow about a certain Pterosaur.